When I landed back in Panama last week, I was genuinely happy to be home. Happy to sleep in my own bed, happy to see my cat, happy to reset for a second. But at the same time, I was energized because halfway through my trip in Bangkok, on a grab bike at 1 a.m., I had a very calm realization. I'm going to live here. Not dramatically, not impulsively, it just felt settled. And once that clicked, I knew this trip had shifted. It wasn't just a visit anymore, it became planning. So, this is where the planning begins. If you're new here, I'm Camry. I'm an expat currently living in Panama, preparing to locate to Bangkok, Thailand. I've rebuilt my life internationally once before, so this isn't my first rodeo. And that changes how I'm approaching this move. Right now, you're watching the transition, how life looks from now until move day. The planning, the logistics, the countdown. And once I'm in Bangkok and settled, this channel will expand into documenting everyday life, traveling around Thailand, Southeast Asia, foods, neighborhoods, my real lived experience. If that sounds interesting to you, continue to follow along. I'm sharing as it unfolds. So as I said, I just spent 3 weeks in Bangkok. This wasn't just sightseeing. It wasn't just taking pictures and eating good food, although I did a lot of that. I was paying attention to how daily life would feel. Transit, housing structure, cost realities, visa stability, pet logistics. Just overall, does this make sense long term? Because enjoying a city for a few weeks and functioning there for years are completely different experiences. And I needed to see the everyday version of Bangkok I'd be getting. Now, for those of you who've never been, let me frame Bangkok for a second. Bangkok is a megacity. It's the capital of Thailand, home to over 10 million people in the metro area. It's layered, modern and traditional at the same time, organized in some ways, chaotic in others. It's not a beach town, it's not slow. It's fast moving and dense. And honestly, that energy is part of what drew me in the first place. So first off, let's talk about how you actually move through a city like that. Bangkok runs on movement. The BTS and MRT systems are efficient, clean, and affordable. Single rides range from about 20 to 60 baht, depending on distance, and they connect major parts of the city extremely well. Now, traffic is real. Bangkok traffic can be intense, especially during rush hour. If you rely heavily on cars, that can be frustrating, but that's exactly why transit matters there. Grab and Bolt, which both work like Uber, are a reliable source of transportation. I tested both during rush hour and late night because I needed to know, could I move freely? Could I get home at 1 a.m.? Could I get to work? And without stress. And even with traffic being what it is, I never felt stranded. There was always an option. That predictability when you move matters. Now, let's shift to housing because this is where math becomes real. Apartments in Bangkok are typically smaller. I toured units between 30 and 35 square meters big. That's normal in Bangkok. And for some people, that might feel really tight. For me, layout mattered more than size. Good lighting, smart storage, functional space, balcony, overflow, airflow, those details changed everything. In neighborhoods near transit, I saw rents between 16,000 and 25,000 baht, depending on the building and amenities. But here's a part people often overlook. Most leases require at least 3 months in advance to secure. So if rent is 22,000 baht, you're paying about 66,000 baht up front. That's before utilities, before moving costs. That entry cost matters just as much as monthly rent. And that's part of planning, not just looking. When people describe Thailand, they often use the word cheap. So let's talk about costs more broadly. Thailand can be absolutely affordable, but cheap depends on how you live. Street meals can range from 30 to 120 baht. Transit's inexpensive, but imported groceries cost more, Western restaurants cost more, luxury condos cost more, and delivery apps and social life can add up quickly. So affordability is lifestyle dependent. For me, I'm comfortable adapting to local systems, local foods. That's why the numbers make sense. But it's important to look at the full picture, not just the highlight reel. There's another layer I want to address, and that's how I felt there. As a Black woman, I pay attention to these things, and I want to say this thoughtfully. I'm not denying racism exists anywhere. I'm not dismissing anyone else's experience. I can only speak to mine. In Bangkok, I felt normal. I didn't feel like I didn't belong. Thai people in my experience have always been respectful, polite, and helpful. That cultural baseline of courtesy really stands out to me. It made my daily interactions feel calm and manageable. That doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means overall, I felt comfortable. And comfort matters when you're choosing where to build a life. Community also plays a role. I connected with expat groups and online communities while I was there, not to isolate myself, but to understand systems better. Housing advice, visa experiences, daily logistics, having access to people who've navigated it before reduces friction. Community stabilizes transition. Now, let's talk realities. Bangkok is intense. It's busy, it moves fast, and if you need quiet suburban space, some neighborhoods are going to feel overwhelming. Heat and humidity are year-round, they're not seasonal, that's normal. So if high temperatures drain you, that's something to seriously consider. And air quality fluctuates seasonally. It didn't overly affect me while I was there, but I did research it. Smog is huge, so especially during certain times of the year. Distance is significant. From Panama, it's roughly a 24-hour journey door to door, and because I'm relocating with a pet, my airline options are extremely limited. Right now, Turkish Airlines is essentially my only viable route to move, and that reduces flexibility. Time zone differences affect communication. Living in 30 square meters is not for everyone. These are structural realities, but acknowledging them didn't discourage me, it just clarified my decision. Visa stability is foundational for me. I won't be covering short-term stays or visa runs. For accurate and current requirements, always refer directly to the Royal Thai Embassy or Royal Thai Consulate in your jurisdiction. Visa categories depend on employment, education, finances, and whatever your long-term plans are. That part requires structure. Also, relocating with a pet adds another layer. Import permits, vaccination timelines, microchip compliance, airline requirements, pet-friendly buildings. Every decision connects to another. So, as you can see, moves like this take serious thought and planning. What this trip gave me wasn't excitement. It gave me clarity. Clarity about cost, distance, comfort, and fit. And for me, these things in Bangkok felt aligned. I will cover all these topics and more in depth in future videos. The countdown to moving day has begun. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe to continue follow the journey. And remember, walk the path that grows you, even if it asks you to be brave. I'll see you in the next one.